Hey guys, it's Devin, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite binge-worthy shows. So I think it's evidently clear at this point that I spend a fair amount of time on Netflix. I tend to dabble in the Netflix world. Just kidding, like my entire life is spent on Netflix. But because of that, I tend to binge watch a lot of shows. There are entire days where I do nothing but binge watch TV shows and shirk all my responsibilities, and that's okay. Or at least for the sake of this video, that is okay, because it's time to talk about binge-worthy shows. Before I start, make sure if you haven't already, you hit that subscribe button. I mean, it's pretty obvious that I'm gonna say that. I say it at the beginning of every video. And shameless self-promo out of the way, let's get right into the video. The first binge-worthy show I have to talk about, I'm getting it out of the way now. You all know it's coming. It's Supernatural. I love Supernatural. I am obsessed with Supernatural. I cannot sing or rap. Why am I doing this? Okay, I'll stop. Supernatural, ultimate favorite TV show. Obsessed with it. My record for binge watching Supernatural is 11 episodes. So yeah, it's a binge-worthy show, and some episodes, it's great because some episodes you have to kind of pay attention. Other episodes you can have just like as a fun little episode, like a background noise kind of French mistake changing channels thing, versus like Swan Song and another serious episode that I can't think of at the moment. So there are 11 seasons of Supernatural on Netflix. They are currently airing their 12th season, and they got renewed for a 13th. So get binging, people. If you are not watching Supernatural, just binge. I've been binging since like November, and now I'm on season 10. What? Now that we have the obvious out of the way, actually there's probably another obvious one that I used to talk about a lot, but I don't talk about a lot anymore. And we're going to get into that after the second show, which is Gilmore Girls. And if you follow me on Twitter, which you totally should be if you aren't already, why aren't you following me on Twitter? Like, get on it. But I've recently started watching Gilmore Girls. I succumbed to the pressure of society. Actually, it was the pressure of wanting to know those final 4 words in the revival, but I wanted to know what was happening. I didn't want to just watch the revival, and I didn't want to Google the words because that would be cheating. So I've recently started Gilmore Girls. I'm on season 2. I'm obsessed. It's something that I watch first thing in the morning when I wake up or right before I go to bed because it doesn't require a lot of brain power. It's fluff, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that Gilmore Girls is for the brainless. It's just for, you know, you don't have to pay as much attention as you do like Supernatural or say another series show like Gotham or The Flash. Like, you have to pay attention to those shows. This one you don't really have to pay attention to as much. It's just more for entertainment rather than like strategic thinking. There are 7 seasons on Netflix, which is the entire series, plus they have the 4 episodes of the revival, which is the whole point that I'm watching this show. It's got a lot of really relatable themes and episodes, and there are definitely characters in it that you can use to describe people in your everyday life. Like, for instance, like, oh, there goes a Paris Geller, or oh my god, that is such a Dean Forrester. The third shows, because they go together, you already know what it is, it's the Vampire Diaries and the originals. Very, very binge-worthy. Love them both. Maybe the originals a little bit more. Originals was the first binge show for me. That was the first show that I solidly binge watched. I'm pretty sure I got through all 3 seasons in like 3 weeks, which is pretty good considering I work full time. The Originals is a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries, so of course I went back and started Vampire Diaries, and I fell in love with that too. Especially I find earlier seasons of the Vampire Diaries, like 1 to 3, are really binge-worthy, whereas I'm on season 5 right now, and it's not super binge-worthy, but you can still definitely binge watch it. It's just something that I've kind of fallen back a little bit from lately. But on Netflix, there is 7 seasons of the Vampire Diaries. The 8th one should be coming soon because they just finished airing it live on TV, which is the final season of the Vampire Diaries. And for the originals, there are 3 seasons, I believe, on American Netflix, and they are currently airing their 4th on the CW network right now. And here's my thing. The CW network only airs in America. I'm in Canada. The Originals is one of my favorite shows of all time, and it's not on Canadian Netflix. So I'm a little like, rude. If you're in Canada, I'm sure you can find it on Hulu or something, but I don't really have Hulu. I have Netflix. So Come on, Canadian Netflix people, get the originals back. Fourth TV show I'm going to talk about, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before on this channel, and that is Shadowhunters, which is the Mortal Instruments adaptation. It helps that it's on Netflix here in Canada because we do not get freeform TV either, so I solely watch it on Netflix. But the problem is when I watch Shadowhunters, that's the only way I watch it, is if I binge watch it. I'm not so good with the keeping up with the one episode a week kind of thing. I prefer to wait till I'm like 6 episodes behind and binge watch, which is what is happening right now. I'm in the mood for a good binge watch, and I'm overdue for a Shadowhunters binge watch. If you haven't watched Shadowhunters yet, season 1, season 2, way better. There is currently 1 full season on Netflix of Shadowhunters, and they are adding a new episode each week for season 2. I don't really know how far in they are yet. The 5th and final show I'm going to talk about is one that is more background noise, even more so than Gilmore Girls, and it's something that you can put on no matter what mood you're in, and that is Friends. I love Friends. I've seen every single episode. It's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Friends. Just Friends. It's a classic. If you have not seen Friends, turn off this video after giving it a thumbs up. So like, give this video a thumbs up and then click out and go watch Friends on Netflix, guys. This is a show that it is almost impossible to watch just 1 episode. Impossible, people. Like, you cannot watch only 1 episode of Friends. There is all 10 seasons on Netflix. You have no excuses. Go watch Friends. So that is it for my favorite binge-worthy Netflix shows. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a part 2 of this video, because there are a lot more shows I could talk about. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on all of my social media, and just be on the lookout for my next video. That is all from me and my Shelby.